Okay, Dad, we left off where you were telling us about when Brandon moved to Atlanta with his dad and his mother and his brother. Tell us about that.
I feel that the when it was the Lord working. That when Brandon when it was time for the family to go back to Atlanta, the Lord was in it. The reason why I say that because when the family went back to Atlanta, this is where Brandon was able to make some contact with the people that God wanted him to make contact with. The doctor and several other people that God had placed in Brandon's life, so that Brandon can start his healing process.
And what people you mean?
The information was getting back to his great grandmother, and I was letting us know that the doctor tested him in several ways.
Right.
He tested his hair, and the hair gave the doctor some information that was needed on how he should go about working with Brandon. And his Brandon grandmother, my daughter, was she eventually she went to Atlanta, and she began to work along with the doctor and some of the other people that God placed in Brandon's life, and she began to follow the doctor's instruction as it was necessary to be carried out, and so it was his it was nutritional thing that was instrumental in turning Brandon autism around, and he was just in God placed him in God time.
Exactly.
In God time, He placed him where he needed to be, and it was shown. It was shown in some of the things that Brandon had gone through while he was here in Louisiana. The schooling, at his tutoring at home, his schooling. It showed that he was educable, but a lot of work had to be done, and so God just sent the family back to Atlanta, and that process began. After that, when Brandon and his brother and his grandmother came to Orlando, this was a relief to all of us. Brandon was like just like another person. He was joyful. He knew about his surrounding. He knew his great grandfather and his great grandmother.
He sure did. He knew who you were, and he hadn't seen you in almost a year.
That's
and
correct.
He knew who you were.
He knew who we were.
Sure did.
And it was just a joy. It was just a joy to see my great grandson at last for all of that time.
Mm-hmm.
To be able where we were able to hold him and to hug him.
And did he hug you back?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And we just had a joyful time with him when he was in Orlando. And we just each time that he's with us, I mean, we just can't get enough of him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not just Brandon. We're talking about Brandon
Right.
because what Brandon has been experiencing, but his brother is just as much of a joy to us. Anthony the third is just as much joy to us as Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a thing that Brandon had to experience and we had to experience along with him.
Mm-hmm.
And we just thank God that God just know where to put Brandon in at the time. And God is
You
just
know
a
it's
wonderful
instrumental
God.
because it is a
Yes.
miracle, Dad.
Yes,
But
it is.
Dad, tell us some of the things, like in other words, remember with the blocks?
Yes.
First of all, Brandon wasn't even verbal or talking or anything, but he was answering questions. So I remember how amazed you were. Tell us a little bit about the words in the blocks that he was playing with when you first discovered and saw that.
It was just a continuous. He was just Brandon. He just let us know that he was hungry for learning. It started with the block. My daughter saw that when he placed one block on another, that look, this is something that can be worked with, and she mentioned to us, oh yes, I can work with Brandon, and it just continued to progress from flashcards. Where he would be able to recognize letters and numbers to words, and he began to develop words, and he just wanted to do more and more, and he's just progressing so rapidly. He can spell almost. He just feel that he can spell any word, and his phonetic association with words are just outstanding, because he will attack some words that some high school students would have problems with.
You sure?
And he's just a child that he just feel that is so much that. He just feel that so much that he need to catch up with, and he's doing his best to get all of it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Tell us about some. What about social things that he started doing during the summer? Some of the things we did, like bowling and different things, going swimming, different things like that. What we were doing during the summer in Orlando, and then the next time you saw Brandon.
Well, Brandon feel that he's no different from any other child, and if you see Brandon among other children, you would not know that Brandon has a problem as far as autistic problem, with the exception of maybe sometime when he's shaking his hand when he's but other than that, you would not be able to tell that Brandon is experiencing autism, and he rides his bicycle, he bowls, he likes to play, he loves his brother, and he.
We even go to
everything that he see.
Right. We even go to church for 2 hours at a time. And how is he in church, Dad? We're in church for 2 hours.
For being an autistic child, Brandon is exceptional. Matter of fact, he will sit throughout the church service, and he is with no problem.
No problem whatsoever.
No problem at all.
Okay, we're going to talk on the next session. We're going to talk about the summer that just passed, when he came here, and about the books that Mom was telling you about, but I'm going to pause it.
Okay.